Hi there and welcome back to How to Act with Kaylee, myself. I hope you all had a brilliant Halloween and comment below what were your costume ideas because I want to know. Anyway, so today we are going to be talking about how to get into the mindset of a character and reach those certain emotions. So without any delay, I don't know the words, let's get straight into it. So, the biggest thing to do with acting is the emotion. And we all know that emotion drives the character. We've all been through it. We all know what emotion is. But when your character's going through something, you have to relate to that character. You have to become that character. So, the way that I do this is I will take a couple of seconds and just think about what the character is going through. Now, there are different ways that you can get into that emotion. Now, there are 3 things that you should write down in your notepad, and not below, sorry. You should write in your notepad. And that is emotion, objective, and backstory. Them 3 words are your driving force to get into the mindset of your character. So, what is your character going through? Now sit and think. If you have a character right now, get your notepad out and write down those 3 words: emotion, objective, and backstory. Write all that down and then sit there, read over the script. What is your character going through? So what will your character be feeling at the time? Now, it's different for many people because you get a script and, there's different emotions in it. So somebody could take, oh, she's feeling angry. Somebody could take, oh, she's feeling sad. But why is she feeling those things? Write down the emotion. If your character, as an example, she's meeting somebody, and this somebody is an ex, let's say, and that ex is trying to bring back the relationship. Now, what is the character's emotions towards that certain ex, right? Because people have different, scenarios in their head, so it'll always be different to another person. So that actor, for one, might be like, oh, she's angry, she doesn't want to take him back, blah blah blah, and the other one's like, oh, she's happy, she's always loved him. And there's complete different scenarios that go around in your head. But this is what you need to do. You need to write down your character's specific emotion towards the ex. And it helps because you get a little bit of the storyline and why she's there and how she feels towards this specific person. The best trick is to not write too many emotions. So I would go with 3. She's nervous, she's upset, she's angry. So 3 things, 3 emotions together, right? Then the objective is, so write down the objective, which is, what are you trying to make that character opposite you feel? So, those 3 emotions, she's angry, she's nervous, she's upset, right? So her goal would be trying to make that ex feel exactly the way he made her feel. And of course, that can be pretty hard to do, which is why we think and we act like we're in that scenario. Then we have the backstory. What happened to bring them both towards a breakup, but why are they wanting to meet up? Now, this is a different thing because she could have wanted to meet up with him, or he could have wanted to meet up with her. So it depends on how you view the story, how you view the scenario, what you want to bring to that character of yours. So if we add all the emotions together, the objective and the backstory, this brings the storyline. So he wanted to meet up with her because he wants to discuss about getting back into a relationship with her. The girlfriend is nervous to meet him because she doesn't know how it's gonna go. She's upset with him because he broke her heart. She's angry at him because of the audacity of the fact that he wants to get back into a relationship with her. Okay, so we see it now. Then the objective, she wants him to feel the way she did when he broke up with her. And of course now we have the backstory. So write all that down. Then practice your script using the emotions, the objective, and the backstory. Right? But I'm going to show you another trick, because it's not just about that. It's also about getting into the mindset. And we've all been through a breakup. We've all been through it. We've all felt them emotions. And half of the fellas come back, or the women come back, and half of them don't. So we're sitting there and we cry. And what do? We get the ice cream. So now, I want you to do this little task. Do this task. So with the scenario that I've just talked about, if you've got your notepad and pens and you've already wrote it down, now I want you to bring that character to life. Comment below if you have done this. So what you do, take a breather. So at least take a couple of minutes, 1 to 5 minutes generally, to get into the character mindset. So, what are you feeling? What is your character feeling? Why is she there? Why is she feeling all these emotions? What has he done to her? What is that backstory? Get into there. And if you have been through a heartbreaking breakup and the person's come back to you, or hasn't, it doesn't really matter. You have that experience to be able to channel that character. So write everything that I have stated down. Take the 1 to 5 minutes of trying to channel that character and see if you can do it. Now, if you've had a breakup, which everyone probably has, I'm not sure, and he's either come back, or he, she, whatever, has either come back or they haven't, you can channel that into the character. Those emotions you felt at the time, channel that. Feel it. Feel the loss. Feel the anger, the upset, the heartbreak, the resentment. Feel it all. Go through it. And remember those emotions that you felt. Pull out the emotions that you wrote down for your character. And then breathe, go straight into character with those exact emotions that you have been through. Now, don't worry if you've not been through a breakup, because this is where you can bring this into the acting. Okay, so I know that you haven't been through a breakup, but what you can do is pretend that you have. What would you do if you had been broken up with? What would you feel? Now, it doesn't have to just be a breakup. It can be any scenario that your character has. Anything. Just think, what is your character feeling? How would you feel if you went through that? And I know that it's not as relatable, and it's probably harder because you've never been through it. But just sit for however long you want and just think about what would happen if you was in that situation. How you would feel. What would you do? But also do research. Research is very, very good to hit an emotion. So if it's something relating to mental illness and this person's suicidal, research what it feels like to be suicidal. If you've never been like that, do that research because it is vital. But also, it's good to just channel how you would feel. And if you have been through it, channel what you went through. Now, before a casting, if you have practiced all these things and you've wrote it all down and you want to make it look natural, before you do the casting, just take those few moments and breathe, then go straight into the mindset. And I think you can take a couple of minutes to get into the mindset of the character. You can actually say to the casting director, is it okay if I have a couple of minutes just to get into the mindset? And I think they like that. I was told that they did, so yeah. But if you don't feel confident enough, then before you go into a casting, if there's plenty of people in front of you, do it then. Do it before those people. And if you want privacy, go to the toilet and do it. If you have your own technique, that's brilliant. But I'm just sharing my technique. I love to write down what the character is going through, what she's feeling, and of course the story. And then if there's anything relatable there, I will use that. If it's not, then I'll imagine being that character and imagine that I've been through it and what I would do. Comment below if you have tried this technique, and have you got your own technique? I want to know, like, that's brilliant. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and comment below, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel because there's more to come. Check out our Patreon page as well. Become a member because there's going to be a lot of monologues released on there for your self-tapes, a couple of acting classes, and I'll be doing videos on there about my experiences as an actor. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Have a brilliant week.